As El-Rufai didn't pass the screening stage, Baba don't vex so. Baba has decided to turn down Tinubu's ministerial position. Hmm. You all, before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. I have more details on this news. You don't want to miss it. Subscribe, the subscription uh bell is free of charge. We do not charge for that at all. Join this amazing community we have here. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Exclusive: El-Rufai to turn down Tinubu's ministerial position even if Ribadu relaxes hold on security clearance. Nasir El-Rufai is all but guaranteed to excuse himself from President Bola Tinubu's Federal Executive Council even if his security clearance ultimately goes through for ministerial confirmation. Newsroom Nigeria heard from two familiar people. The former Kaduna State Governor said he was incensed by the hold on a senatorial endorsement that appeared to cast a pall on his security status as a prominent Nigerian politician, according to the sources who urge anonymity to to relay aspects of a recent meeting with a ministerial nominee. From our findings, Mr. El-Rufai has not publicly announced his intention to abandon his ministerial nomination because he believed the Senate would eventually receive a green light from the national security establishment and subsequently confirm him. He has decided to wait until his confirmation before announcing his desire not to serve in the cabinet, sources said, eliminating any emergency development that could force his hands otherwise. He could be the first to resign ministerial appointment between Senate confirmation and inauguration. The reason Mr. El-Rufai decided to follow this approach, the Gazette head, was to show the Nigerian public that there were no justifiable grounds for the outcome of his security assessment to be placed on hold, presumably by National Security Advisor Ribadu, much less being heinous enough to preclude him from serving as a minister. Mr. El-Rufai was among three politicians whose confirmations were withheld by the Senate on Monday. They were among 48 total ministerial nominations forwarded to the upper parliament chamber by Mr. Tinubu, with lawmakers clearing 45 names who are now being assigned portfolios. Senate President Godswill Akpabio was silent on what informed the body's decision to reject three ministers, whereas the grounds for withholding confirmation for the two other nominees, Abubakar Danladi of Taraba and Stella Okotete of Delta, were publicly documented. Even if unstated, Mr. Akpabio Even if unstated by Mr. Pabio, Mr. El-Rufai's fate has been stranded in the realm of high-octane speculations that have proven rather stubborn for his supporters to quell. Some of his opponents swore the hold was due to Mr. El-Rufai's handling of ethnic and sectarian clashes that overshadowed most of his tenure as a two-term governor, while others cited the politician's insinuated propensity for corruption and betrayal of allies. Mr. El-Rufai's decision came despite relentless entreaties from his closest and most powerful friends, who said he should follow them to see Mr. Ribadu to resolve any outstanding issues. His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai is a man of conviction and has made it clear that he won't be meeting Ribadu to lobby him for security clearance. One of our sources said, in fact, he was supposed to be in Abuja on Wednesday for a meeting with the NSA, but he vigorously turned it down. Mr. Ribadu's involvement in the last-minute intervention of the NSA in the ministerial nomination process was first reported by Sahara reporters. The Gazette heard that Mr. El-Rufai insisted that he won't be meeting Mr. Ribadu because they strongly believe the NSA lacked requisite political stature to unilaterally withhold a ministerial nomination. Mr. El-Rufai and other nominees had been previously cleared by the State Security Service prior to being asked to proceed to the Senate. They were all questioned for more than a week as part of a screening process. It, however, remained unclear how Mr. Ribadu managed to successfully raise objection to the previously imminent confirmation of Mr. El-Rufai and two others. Whatever Ribadu might be doing, he won't be able to do it without the president's prior knowledge, the source said, echoing Mr. El-Rufai's position. So that is why he would wait until he finally gets confirmed before pulling out of the cabinet. Mr. El-Rufai did not return a request seeking comment from the Gazette about what he told his friends, yet he didn't object to running this story. Mr. Ribadu, whose specific grounds against Mr. El-Rufai could not be yet ascertained by the Gazette, he did not return a request seeking comment about his involvement on Tuesday night. A spokesman for the president was not available for comment on Wednesday morning. His career civil engineer, Mr. El-Rufai, served in different capacity under President Olusegun Obasanjo between the early and mid-80s, including 4 years at Abuja minister from 2003 to 2007. He later abandoned the then ruling People's Democratic Party amid tense political atmosphere and aligned with then opposition elements that ultimately formed the now ruling All Progressive Congress. You all let me have your thoughts in the comment section. Do you all think that, in actual fact, El-Rufai would wait until the security clearance is finally given to him, then he will resign immediately? We'll see how this goes. But leave your opinions in the comment section. Let's discuss your opinions and ideas. Thank you very much for always watching. I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.